So we are getting ready for today's drawing, and I just had to sport my new t-shirt. Is that absolutely my favorite t-shirt ever? And yes, you can go and get one on Etsy, on my shop, and it's the cover of the book, Worry Lips 1. And I think it come up so good with the red and the white. Looks so good. Let's have another look at it. Oh, go and get yourself one. In the meantime, let's do some drawing. Well, hello and welcome back. We are back to do some more drawing in my fantastic, beautiful, gorgeous t-shirt. I'm so excited. It just arrived and I absolutely love it. It's great to make your own products and just I love it. Right, so let's get into some inky drawings. Let's get into a nice thick inky splash, I believe, to start today. To get everything just feeling good. Right, let's get myself a nice brush. Where's my little blue one? I quite like my little blue one. Where's my little blue one? Down in there. Okay, right. And we're going to do a nice inky drawing if you're all ready. We are going to... Right. Well, that gives us an instant kind of excitement for the brain. It gives us that instant, like, what is it? What could it be? And already I feel like there's some kind of nose or something going on there. So let's be brave and bring that nose down. Let's bring it down. And it always excites me of starting that way, because you just really have no plans, and the only thing you have in front of you is this big wild and wacky line. And it kind of gets all the juices in your brain activated. It gets you into a stimulating way to work. It gives you into a mood that makes you kind of think that you could create anything and it would be okay. And this is part of this feeling good about yourself, you know. And I've often said about getting into your sketchbooks and stuff like that, I mean, about just scribbling some kind of shape and then trying to work something out of it. And I do find that sometimes it just kind of pushes you into the ink is actually coming off the nib, and this is a new nib, and sometimes they have this horrible seal on them, and the only way to actually do it is to basically melt off the plastic sheet that is on your nib. And I try not to do that on camera, but I'm kind of in the middle of things. But when you buy them new, they have a plastic kind of coating. Sometimes a little bit of heat will dissolve that and give you back a beautiful nib. Like that. So just a little a little extra tip for you. An extra little tip of madness. And that's not for kids, that's for you big people. Okay. Now, I kind of got the idea that it would be nice if the eyes were kind of sitting off. I kind of have this idea that maybe the eyes are up high, like some kind of Star Wars monster or something, you know. So again, it is extremely, extremely hot in England at the moment, and I'm trying to see when. And Mr. Miro is really not enjoying the heat. It's just too much for him. And there's, of course, there is water down for him and such. But it's just too hot. Really too hot. So we've got this kind of strange creature coming on here. Now, I don't know why, but my brain is just... my second brain, I should really say my second brain, because we never know what my second brain is going to come up with. My second brain has just come up with this idea about what if he was dressed as like some kind of like astronaut or something like that, you know? And what about if he had this large kind of glass dome over him? Like that. It's just strange the way your brain sometimes just kind of talk with you and kind of suggest things as you're drawing, which is really, really, really something that I often say that we really should listen to our second brain more and more as we draw. We should really get into those kind of thoughts that we very often kind of say, oh, don't do that, don't do that, oh, don't do that, oh, that's a silly thought. It's not a silly thought, it is the thought. Now I've just filled this kind of, it's called a Kong, and it's like a kind of a round type shape with a hole in. You put little treats in it to kind of keep your dog active, and I've just done one of those for Mr. Miro just to try and keep him kind of mentally active in this heat. All he wants to do, and as I'm sure a lot of people want to do, he just wants to sleep. That's already starting to have a lovely feeling about it. If there was this kind of alien that had some kind of like spacesuit, wouldn't that be so cool, you know? And I'm hoping that all the cameras are going to stay in one piece today, because they've been jumping all over the place. I'm having to look around for some kind of cheap second-hand device to kind of, because this iPad here is actually, I don't know, it's probably one of the first ever iPads that were ever made, you know. It's that old. But it has been so good, and that's why I really don't want it to die on me, because it's just been incredible, you know, with all the new devices, and the new devices are so difficult to deal with. I find that they're so weak compared to this machine here that's, you know, it's like 5 million years old, this iPad, and it's so strong and it's so beautiful. I had this iPad back when I had my company, which, you know, we're going back probably 15 years, 10 years, at least 10 years, you know. But it's amazing how I find the older devices are much more sturdy, you know, much more reliable. So I'm actually trying to find myself an older iPad to kind of, well, not really replace it, but to support it, because in all this time, it's beginning to struggle, you know. Been a couple of nice videos this week, so if you do get time, go and watch a couple of the videos this week. I'm basically having to do a lot of videos to kind of keep up with my YouTube demand, as it were. There's this thing where it basically comes in and kind of reminds you that your numbers are falling, and it's like, well, you know, this week, actually, this month, it's been 30,000 people that have come in and watched, and a lot of them are people that come back. So if you are one of those people that do drift back, subscribe. It doesn't make any difference, but it helps the channel. It builds up the numbers in the channel, you know. Makes me look good. And obviously, if you do want to support the channel, there is a donation part on the top of my channel where you can kind of donate money to this channel, because it is just me. There's no sponsors. It is just me, so your donations are greatly and beautifully accepted. But you can also support the channel just by hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button. You know, little things like that are huge for a channel, you know. Even sending me comments. Some brilliant comments this last while. Some really great comments. And one of the comments actually led me to do a whole different video. I did a whole kind of video reply to it. This is quite a nice character, actually. Some kind of space alien. I almost kind of feel like I could do some kind of planet off it in the distance there, you know. Like some kind of Saturn or something like that. Give it some kind of button pattern. Though I think if they were that advanced, they probably wouldn't have buttons, would they? They'd probably have like some kind of shrink wrap type clothes or something. Some kind of badge of there's a really quite a nice kind of a strange alien spaceship, a spaceman, space creature. It's quite nice. I'm just going to follow those scales down from his body. And I do thank everybody that is supporting the channel. Even all those likes and those subscriptions. There's been a lot of subscriptions recently, and I really do love it. It really makes me feel like the channel is alive and kicking. You know, it's alive and full of energy. I love it. Put my name on there down the bottom. What a lovely character, really. I like the whole kind of spontaneity of it. That it becomes some kind of space alien all of a sudden. And that's part of the beauty of these kind of sketching videos. Is like, hopefully it's activating you. Hopefully it's giving you that feeling of just sitting down and drawing something, drawing anything, getting out a sketchbook and just doodling. Because I do find that the more you're kind of scribbling and sketching, the more you will find beautiful elements of your own artwork, beautiful characters, beautiful styles. And we've been talking a lot about the style of your art this week. And style is something about finding it and exploring it. A few stars in around him. And that is today's lovely little drawing. It's a very quick one, but such a beautiful drawing. I love this character, this kind of unhappy sergeant of space. Should that be the title? The unhappy sergeant of space. The unhappy sergeant of space. That's actually really quite a good title. Well, there you are. There's a little drawing just to keep you all happy and keep you all ticking along and keep you hitting my subscribe button and my like button and my donation button and everything else buttons. My book buttons as well. So, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your morning with me. And come back for more drawings very soon. Have a fantastic day. Okay? Go draw something. Bye-bye.